In a world where gods walk among men and monsters defy the laws of power, two unstoppable forces are set on a collision course. One, forged by the might of 6 ancient gods. The other, empowered by a demon lord's eternal curse. Blackadam, the ruler of Kahndaq, a god in mortal form. Juggernaut, the living embodiment of momentum, the man who cannot be stopped. When divine wrath meets unstoppable force, the world itself trembles. Fists that shatter mountains, blows that shake creation. Two titans bound by pride and destined for destruction. Only one truth remains. Even the unstoppable must kneel before the divine. Blackadam versus Juggernaut, when gods and monsters collide. The city of Kahndaq slept beneath a blood-red dusk. The air was thick, trembling with divine tension. Deep inside an ancient temple, Blackadam floated above an altar carved with the symbols of forgotten gods. Lightning danced around his clenched fists, casting golden flashes across stone walls etched with his legend. His eyes opened, glowing with the fury of centuries. "The world trembles again," he murmured. Another dares call himself unstoppable. Far across the desert, the horizon tore open like glass. From the fracture of dimensions stepped a towering figure, Kahndaq, the Juggernaut. His armor burned with crimson energy, his every step sinking deep into the sand. He looked around the barren wasteland and cracked his knuckles. "New world," he growled, his voice echoing like thunder. "New challenge. Let's see what breaks first." In the Rock of Eternity, the Council of Wizards watched the crimson light spread across the mortal realm. The elder wizard frowned. "The power of Cyttorak has entered this plane. No mortal can confront it." Lightning flickered through the chamber, and a voice answered from the storm. "Then send a god." The flash erupted, and Blackadam vanished from the temple. He appeared over the Desert of Kings, sand swirling around him in a golden vortex. On the horizon, Juggernaut's form grew larger with every step. The ground cracked beneath him. "You the one they sent to stop me," Juggernaut called, smirking beneath his helmet. Blackadam's voice was calm, but filled with power. "No, I'm the one who ends you." Lightning flared between them. A single heartbeat passed, then they collided. The first strike shattered the silence. Adam moved at lightning speed, slamming his fist into Juggernaut's chest with a force that tore open the earth. The shockwave rippled for miles, flattening dunes and shaking distant cities. But Juggernaut barely flinched. He grinned. "Nice hit, Sparkplug." "My turn." He swung once. The impact hurled Blackadam through an ancient stone arch, exploding it into dust. Adam crashed into the sand, lightning sputtering around him. He rose slowly, his eyes now blazing gold. "You will regret that." He spread his arms, summoning the fury of storms. The skies turned black, clouds churning as golden lightning poured down in waves. Bolts the size of towers rained across the battlefield, setting the desert ablaze. Juggernaut stood his ground, the energy striking him again and again, his armor glowing red-hot but unbroken. "You can't hurt me," he shouted. "I'm powered by a god too." Adam's voice thundered above the storm. "Then you'll meet your superior." He summoned a blinding surge of divine power and hurled it downward. The bolt struck Juggernaut square in the chest, driving him to one knee. For the first time, the unstoppable man faltered. A faint crack appeared across his crimson helmet. Juggernaut looked down at the damage, anger rising in his chest. Big mistake. He began to run. Each footstep sent shockwaves through the desert, sand whipping into violent whirlwinds. Blackadam prepared to counter, but the Juggernaut's charge was unstoppable. A force of nature, a living avalanche. The impact was catastrophic. The horizon bent with the collision, and the explosion of sand could be seen from orbit. When the dust cleared, Juggernaut stood in a crater, laughing. Blackadam lay half buried in molten sand. "Unstoppable, remember," Juggernaut taunted. But then Adam's hand clenched, and lightning crawled back across his body. He rose slowly, energy leaking from his wounds like liquid fire. "Gods don't bleed, Kahndaq," Adam said, his voice low and dangerous. They retaliate. He shot upward, striking Juggernaut in the jaw with such speed that the world seemed to blur. They rocketed skyward, through the clouds into the upper atmosphere. Up there, surrounded by silence and stars, they traded blows that could shatter mountains. Juggernaut's armor burned with crimson fire. Blackadam's body shone like a golden sun. Every punch lit up the night side of Earth. Juggernaut swung wildly, roaring, "You're fast, but I don't stop." Blackadam's voice echoed across the void, "And I don't yield." He grabbed Juggernaut by the chest and summoned the wrath of storms. A tidal wave of lightning hurled them both back toward the planet. They crashed into a mountain range, carving a burning trench across miles of rock. Blackadam emerged first, his aura shaking the air. He raised a hand to the heavens, and a lightning bolt as wide as a mountain split the clouds. It struck Juggernaut with a deafening boom. The ground erupted. When the dust settled, Juggernaut's helmet was gone, shattered into fragments. "Not so unstoppable now," Adam said, floating above the smoking crater. But Juggernaut roared from below, energy surging. His eyes burned crimson, his body swelling with the full force of Cyttorak's blessing. The sand turned to molten glass under his feet. "You just made me angry." He leapt with terrifying speed, grabbing Adam mid-flight and slamming him into the ruins of a pyramid. The structure exploded, sending stone fragments into the sky. "Divine or not," Juggernaut bellowed, "when I start, I don't stop." The heavens darkened. A deep voice echoed from beyond. The voice of Cyttorak himself. "My avatar," it thundered. "Crush this false god." Adam staggered, his lightning dimming. Cyttorak's power flowed through Juggernaut like a river of blood. But the sigils of Adam's gods began to glow upon his chest. Shu, Heru, Amon, Zehuti, Aton, Mihin, the 6 forces that forged his divinity. "You call yourself unstoppable," Adam said, his voice steady, "yet you are still a slave to another's will." He rose higher, the air trembling around him. Lightning turned white, pure and blinding. His aura expanded until the storm itself bowed before him. "I am no man's champion," he declared. "I am the storm." He moved faster than thought, raining divine blows upon Juggernaut. Each strike cracked armor. Each thunderclap echoed across the heavens. The ground trembled under the might of his fury. Juggernaut swung back, but his movements grew slower, his momentum weakening under the unending assault. Adam grabbed him by the head, forcing Juggernaut to meet his gaze. The golden light in his eyes burned like the heart of a sun. "Even mountains yield to time," Adam said. "Even gods fall to justice." He raised his hand skyward. Shazam! The word shattered the world. A colossal bolt of lightning descended from the heavens, striking both warriors. The explosion turned night into day. When the blinding light faded, Juggernaut lay in the crater, broken, motionless, his armor crumbling to dust. The crimson glow of Cyttorak's power flickered and died. Blackadam hovered above him, battered but unyielding, his aura still alive with quiet thunder. Juggernaut's voice rasped, weak and unbelieving. You stopped me." Adam's reply was calm. "No, Cain Marco, you stopped yourself. I merely reminded you who reigns above the unstoppable." He turned and began to rise, lightning fading to soft gold as the storm quieted. Above the desert, silence returned. In Kahndaq, the people looked up as thunder rolled gently across the night sky. Their protector descended upon the palace steps, his cape torn, his expression calm. He looked toward the heavens. "Let the world remember," he said. "No force is unstoppable, not before the will of gods." The lightning on his chest glowed once more before fading into peace. In the void beyond realms, a whisper stirred, deep, ancient, defiant. Cyttorak's voice echoed through eternity. "This is not over, mortal." Blackadam smiled faintly, eyes burning with challenge. "I await you." Thunder rumbled once more, and the desert night fell into silence.